First meal of the day, breaking my fast right now. It is about 11:05 in the afternoon. Breaking my fast with ground beef and rice. This is about 6 ounces of ground beef, 93 lean, and then we have about 160 to 170 grams of cooked basmati rice. This is how we're breaking the fast. I am intermittent fasting. Currently, I have been doing intermittent fasting for months now. I don't know the actual months on it, but I think I actually started in June or July, possibly July. That is what I'm doing. So I'm doing a 16-hour fast, and then I'm having an 8-hour eating window. What I'm doing while I'm fasting is taking a tablespoon of ACV, so apple cider vinegar. This right here is the fancy kind. This right here is from GNC. In here we have some aloe vera, some coconut, some papaya, giving it that green apple flavor. Yes, you can do your normal apple cider vinegar. What apple cider vinegar is going to do for you is help with your gut health, digestion. I haven't done it in a very, very long time, but I'm bringing it back as of 2 weeks ago, I believe. Again, numbers could be all over the place, but let me show you guys the regular apple cider vinegar if I can find it. I just went to the store and purchased it. Oh, here it is right here. So this right here is what you would normally see folks consuming. So you do about a tablespoon, maybe 2 of this in the morning. It's going to help with that digestion. It's going to help with that insulin sensitivity. It's going to help with your absorption of nutrients when you are actually eating the food. And so that's why a lot of recommendations will tell you if you are fasting, it is beneficial to consume your apple cider vinegar before you eat, before you break your fast. So doing that, this right here will be the first meal. So I'm going to get this down. Full day of eating. Obviously, I'm going to show you guys everything I eat today. Nothing scripted, all just raw. I'm just trying to find food in the house because we did not go grocery shopping over the weekend. So I'm kind of working with just leftovers, miscellaneous food items, and obviously I'm going to need to go to the store at some point and get more food, but tonight we will be eating out most likely because we have a long day with kids sports and extracurricular activity. So there will be a delicious meal at the end of this video, so make sure you stick around for that. Alright y'all, it's snack time. I normally don't do a lot of snacks when I'm in prep, so when I'm truly trying to dial in and get to that 5%, 6% body fat, I normally don't do a lot of snacks. I really just do meal after meal after meal, 5 meals a day, maybe a protein shake in between one of the meals. But we're doing snacks, still in bulking mode, nothing crazy right now. So I got 2 bags of popcorn. This right here is your Oville 100 calorie popcorn, so I just got 2 bags of that. Pretty large. This is the size of the bucket in reference to my hand. You know, it's a decent sized bucket. But this with the line right here. A rough 50 grams of carbs, fats low, proteins low, quick snack, get your fiber in. I recommend these type of snacks for anyone who needs one. All right, so this is your 100 calorie popcorn. So tap into that. I'm not sure if I'm going to be going to the gym today to train. Possibly will, but I'm really just not sure. If I do, I will show you guys the pre-workout meal. I'm about to head out, take the kids to a dentist appointment, and then I'm gonna get back here and whip up the next meal, which is mostly already prepped, which is good. Love a good prep meal. So I'm gonna get that in when we get back. So I'm gonna catch you guys in the next clip. Pre-workout time. I'm about to head to the gym in probably another 30 minutes. I just got to get changed up. Right now I have peanut butter and I have rice cakes right here, chocolate rice cakes. A really good combo. These 2 right here. This is simply what it looks like. I got 3 of those. And then I have a protein shake right here. That's what we're dealing with. Protein powder of choice for today is the MRE Light. This is the blueberry flavor. This is somewhat of a smaller snack like pre-workout. If I was going to do chicken, beef, some fish, and an actual complex carb like some rice or something of the sort, that right there is going to have me, you know, having to wait about maybe an hour, hour and a half, maybe even 2 hours before everything is digested and I can actually work out. So a small snack like this will allow me to start training in about 30 to 45 minutes. I don't need long for this to digest. So just doing that, 2 scoops in the pre-workout. So that's 50 grams of protein, or 2 scoops in a protein shake, not the pre-workout. I'm doing this, so 50 grams of protein, and then we got our carbs, and we're looking at 36. Plus, you know, obviously your trace carbs from here and protein and all that. But this right here is a source of fat, healthy fat. I don't like when people say they're getting their protein from peanut butter. You should be getting your healthy fats from peanut butter. All right, so we do 2 tablespoons of this, giving us 32 grams weighed out, and so that's giving us 15 grams of fat. So fat, carbs, protein. So that right there is going to be a pre-workout meal. I'm about to get changed up, and then I'm going to head to the gym. All right, y'all, so I got a salad. I got 4 ounces of chicken. I have some lettuce. That right there is the protein for the post-workout. And then in the bowl right here, I have some cream of wheat. I have 2 packets of it. So it's actually just the original, nothing fancy, nothing flavored, no extra sugars and all that. And I did put in some sugar-free syrup. Got to give it some more taste. And I also drizzled in some cinnamon. So that right there is the carbs for the post-workout. Delicious carbs. Can you get that? There it is right there. Real simple. Sometimes you can even put some protein powder in there, but I got the chicken right here, so I don't need to do all that. But this right here is the post-workout meal. I'm gonna get this down. Got some family things to do, and then we will be getting to our last meal of the day, which will be something very, very delicious. Not sure what it is yet, but it's gonna be something that's gonna be the next clip. So y'all stick around. All right, y'all, the last meal has finally come. Here it is right here. Can you guess what that is? Well, there it is right there. We got Chili's. All right, so what I got from Chili's is actually something very, very simple. I got their chicken sandwich, which is a grilled chicken sandwich. It has guacamole on it, it has bacon, it has cheese, so it has a bunch of fat on there. So that's about 50 grams of fat, some crispy bacon. And then it has a nice sized chicken breast, which will give you about 30, maybe, yeah, 30 grams, let's say 30 grams of protein. And then we have some broccoli over here. We got the buns, we got carbs. I didn't feel like getting any French fries simply because I ate a lot of carbs today. This last meal right here will put me at around 2,600 calories. That's pretty good. 2,600 calories for the day, which is a slight deficit. I normally am burning around 28 to 3,000 calories daily with the workout, with the steps, and just resting. A slight little deficit because we are trying to bring down that body fat, which I always talk about. So the body fat is dropping, the scale weight is dropping. 2,600 calories is enough for today. A lot of fat today. Sometimes I like to pull back on the fat. Sometimes it just gets out of hand. A 100 plus is out of hand, but the protein is on point, 200 grams, and then the carbs are on point, around 200, 250. That's where I like to keep it at, but I don't really get too strict. I don't count too strict. Bulk and season still in effect. Give y'all one more look and bite it for you. Oh yeah, that's a good chicken sandwich right there.